During Trump's administration, he has placed a policy called the zero tolerance policy. It was during this policy that families were being separated. Children were being separated from their parents and guardians when they were trying to cross the U.S. and Mexico border. Children were then being held in detention centers, and adults were being held in federal jails. These conditions were horrible. They were reported that children were left in dirty clothes, with dirty diapers, with shirts and stains all over their clothes. They never were able to get a bath when they crossed the border. They were held in cells that were filled with way too many people, complete overcrowding in both the adult cells and the children's cells. Cells that were supposed to hold 35 people were holding 155 people. These conditions were horrible. In recent years, we have also seen Islamophobia being more present in our society. This is a result of politicians and the media often ostracizing and demonizing the Muslim and Islamic community. Islamophobia is the fear, hatred, and prejudice towards Muslims and the Islamic community. It is this type of media that is created and fostered an environment that legitimizes Islamophobia as normal. As a result, Muslims have been targeted, they have been attacked, they have been killed for just being themselves.
Now that we define what these two conditions are, it's necessary for everyone to be aware of the impact Islamophobia and Trump's separation at the border policy has on individuals. Imagine leaving everyone and everything you know behind to flee violence, war, religious persecution, or a natural disaster in hopes of safety beyond the borders, only to be met with anger, hate, blame, violence, mistreatment, and discriminatory practices. As a nation founded on principles of freedom and liberty, we must all make a conscious effort to increase our understanding and awareness of these unjust policies and the long-term traumatic effects it has on our targeted refugee and Middle Eastern Muslim population. As a human services professional at an agency with an unaccompanied minors program, I have heard the agonizing cries of young children recently separated from their parents and waiting to be connected with extended family members here in the U.S. Keep in mind that these are young children with no understanding of laws, policies, or why separation is being deemed necessary upon their arrival. I would like you all to take a second and think about a close family member or friend and the safety and comfort they bring to your life. Now imagine being told that you'll never see them again, or even worse, they just endured a vicious attack from a hate crime for simply being in pursuit of a better life.
This day, I want for you to imagine what it would be like to be separated from your parents at any age, within a foreign country, and never having a true family upbringing, knowing who you are, or being called demeaning names due to your religion or culture that you were born into or chosen to be a part of. With millions of innocent people being affected by the policies in place, you, have to enforce change. Your immediate attention at the micro to macro levels is needed, and starting today. These individuals, when forced away from their families or discriminated against, are seen to have very high levels of mental health issues such as depression and anxiety, which call for social workers in the field to enforce change and really issue out help. With policy reform on these issues, we can work to lessen various forms of ridicule towards those who are deemed to be different than another, and ensure that families stay together. We cannot continue to keep oppressing people through these various forms of policies. Let's work together to advocate for change so that there's a better tomorrow for all. Thank you.